Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today we're looking at the X-Wing miniatures game Wave 8 Punishing 1. This is Dengar's ship, and he's part of the Scum and Villainy line. Let's get this thing out of the package and see what's inside. So now that we have the Punishing 1 out of the package, let's check it out. So here's the Punishing 1 ship, and the first thing we notice about it is, look, the engines are on one side of this ship. The ship is very asymmetrical. It's got, big engines here, not much going on over here. And we also know that it has a turret here. So what does that mean for the game? Well, number one, this is the first ship in X-Wing to have an asymmetric movement dial. So you can see on the one side, it moves at movement 1 and they're green. You can recover your stress. On the other side though, the greens are movement 2. And you can't recover your stress. This is really weird because it means that this ship has a strong side. It has a side that has better maneuvering. Also, just like the Millennium Falcon, it has the turreted attack. So you don't have to have things in arc, but you may want to think about your attack arc because the main pilot we're looking at here, Dengar, has an awesome ability. His ability says, once per round after defending, if the attacker is inside your firing arc, you may perform an attack against that ship. So if I'm here, I get attacked by an opposing ship, and that ship's in my firing arc, the first time that happens, I get an additional attack. There's only one other pilot in the game that has an ability like that, and that's Curran Horn with his double tap pilot ability where he can attack and then attack again. But he can only do it every other turn. Dengar can do it every turn. And I think that's really what gives this pilot and this ship power. But because of the awkward movement dial, you're going to have to worry about lining up targets. The other named pilots have really cool abilities that are worth taking a look at. We have Tel Trevura, and the first time you would be destroyed, instead cancel any remaining damage, discard all damage cards, and deal 4 face-down damage cards to the ship. So what does that really mean? The Jumpmaster 5000 is a ship with 5 hull and 4 shields. So if Tel Trevura would be destroyed, you basically get him back with 1 life, regardless of how much overkill damage or anything else. The other thing is if he was taking a lot of critical hits, those critical hits go away. So if he had penalties to the ship, they would just be like normal damage. So that's really a cool ability. The other lesser pilot is Minaru, and he says, at the start of combat phase, you may assign all focus, evade, and target lock tokens assigned to you to another friendly ship. So he moves around the beneficial abilities, but it's only focus, it's only target lock, it's only evade. It's cool, but definitely at 27 points, I'd rather go to 30 for Tel or 33 for Dengar. There's some really interesting pilot cards and other ability cards in the set that really, I put my eye on. And the first one is Rage. So you got Dengar, you're fighting with him, he's getting multiple attacks per round. That's really great. And you see a weakness in the enemy formation. That's when you want to use Rage. Assign 1 focus token to your ship and receive 2 stress tokens. Until the end of the round when attacking, you may reroll up to 3 attack dice. Imagine this ship with Dengar takes a shot, rerolls all of his attack dice, gets shot at, takes another shot, rerolls all of his attack dice yet again. That's a crazy swing. That's crazy messing with random number generation. And it only cost 1 point to get that ability. That's great. The weirdest card I've ever seen, X-Wing. It's actually in this set, and that's the Atani Mind Link. Basically what this card says is whenever your ship receives a focus or stress token, if you have another ship that has it, they give you 2 of them, that happens to that ship. So my ship focuses, now this other ship is focusing. My ship is stressed, now that other ship is stressed. It links them together. I don't see how this is a viable ability in a tournament setting, but it's just really weird and cool. There's a whole bunch of other basic cards here, like there's plasma torpedoes, we've seen that before. So I'm just going to go over the highlights. Dengar says when attacking, you can reroll 1 attack die on a normal defender, but if it's a unique defender, you can reroll 2. So he's like an assassin if you're targeting like a special pilot. Like, you know, we're talking about like Corran Horn, Soontir Fel, Han Solo. Special unique pilots, he gets to reroll 2 dice. That's huge. We got the overclocked R4 that says when you spend a focus token, you can receive a stress token to get another focus token. That's kind of cool, so that you can focus on attack and defense, especially for Dengar, who wants to get shot at. And the last one that's really interesting is the actual Punishing 1 title for the Jumpmaster 5000. Jumpmaster 5000, I've been talking about all these great abilities, only has 2 attack. It is absolutely critical that this ship has a Punishing 1 title. Raises the ship to 3 attack. But look, it is a colossal 12 points. 12 points. So your 33-point attacker becomes a 45-point attacker. That's a lot of points in a 100-point game. But you need it. It's a huge ability. Overall, the Punishing 1 is a pretty cool set. I feel, and it has dominated tournaments early on, probably because it's attacking twice per turn. And it's this huge target that's the most of your points. So if you're positioning well, you're going to be attacking twice per turn. But still, keep in mind, this title's 12 points. So builds are going to be an issue. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell us what you think of the Punishing 1 in the comments.